Hey guys, so today I'm going to be replacing this old King's awning up here. It's been on the car for probably at least 5-6 years now. Reason I'm replacing it is because, main reason is because it's such a pain in the ass to actually get out and set up. So we probably set it up less than 10 times since we've actually had it. So that's the main reason. The other reason is that one of the legs actually stopped working. The legs that you twist to actually lock them, it doesn't lock anymore, and that broke pretty quickly. So it hasn't actually been opened in about, I'd say like 4 years now. I'm going to attempt to open it. We'll see how that goes. And do a little bit of a comparison, because I'm going to be replacing it with this OPENROAD 180-degree awning. So full disclaimer, I actually was given this awning for free by OPENROAD. I'm the one that contacted them and asked them, pretty much just said, look, I've seen some reviews of your awning, I like it. Could I do a video for you guys, exchange for the awning? In no way did I speak about, well, did they tell me to, only say good things about the awning. None of those conversations were actually brought up about what I can say and can't say. So this is my opinion. If it's a piece of shit, I'll tell you it's a piece of shit. But I have seen reviews of it and it seems pretty good. So, I don't think it's going to be a piece of shit, but yeah, it's my opinion. I'm saying what I want to say. They didn't stop me from saying what I want to say. So just wanted to make that clear. I was given the awning, but this is my opinion, and you're going to get the real review here. It's none of that bullshit. So I'm going to try and set up this King's awning and do a little video on that first, and then I'm going to do a full installation video on the new awning, the OPENROAD one, and then set it up and see what it's like. I know it's going to be a hell of a lot better than this one and a hell of a lot easier to set up, which is going to be sweet. So we'll get into the video. Okay, so one bit that I actually kind of am worried about is we haven't had this King's awning out in about 4 years because it's such a pain in the ass to set up. So I'm worried that these zippers might not actually work very well. Yeah, they're pretty corroded in there. So we'll see how we go opening it, because we may not be able to actually do a comparison. I did have a little go just before to try and open it up, but we haven't had this awning out in a long time. So let's see how we go. I'll give it another quick go off the camera. But yeah, I might have to use old footage to do this comparison. It's not what I wanted, but we'll see. Okay, so I did what I could. I managed to get it almost all the way, but it's just stuck on the end bit here. It won't go any further. So I can't get this out, unfortunately. Yeah, I got close, but doesn't have far to go, but I just couldn't get it all the way. So I'm gonna use old footage of the awning and just do a quick voiceover. It's not gonna take very long, but yeah, unfortunately I couldn't get it out today. Not surprising, it hasn't been opened in a long time. But yeah, I'll get this old awning off, get the new one on. I'll do an installation video for you guys, and then we'll open it up and get into it. Okay, so this is the only video I can actually find of the King's awning, but that should do fine. So this was when I first got the awning, so it's all looking brand new and everything, but even then it still had issues. One of them was this pole that's coming up here. You see how it's pretty bent. No idea why it was doing that, but yeah, it just had a really big bend in it. Didn't affect anything, but I have no idea why it was there. So yeah, I had another awning that didn't do that, from BCF, I believe. So yeah, no idea why it was doing that, but yeah, it didn't affect anything. The big issue with this that I always had was the poles that come down to the ground. So these ones here, they never seem to lock in very good. And actually, after getting this awning out for about maybe 5 to 8 times, I think the other pole on the other side actually ended up failing and just wouldn't lock in at all. So yeah, after that the awning never really got taken out at all after that, but it wouldn't have got taken out that much anyway, because getting these style of awnings out is almost a 2-person job, and doing it while on the beach in wind is even worse in my opinion. I did install this light strip in here. That was easy, just from eBay, just a light strip, and then I cut it to the size and stuck it on there. Surprisingly, that actually worked pretty well. Stuck an Anderson plug on there with a dimmer switch, but as you see soon, the OPENROAD 180 awning and the 270, I'm pretty sure, also comes with inbuilt lights in each pole. So, you know, I don't need to do that with this new one. It just comes with them already installed, which is great. But yeah, not really too much to say about this old style awning, other than absolute pain in the ass setting it up, to the point where I never really wanted to set it up. So it kind of defeats the purpose of even having an awning. And the other big issue was the pole failed pretty quickly. So yeah, that meant either I had to get a new pole or modify it, or, you know, something like that. But really, I didn't want to take this thing out anyway, because it was a pain in the ass. And I'm not going to have that issue with the new awning, because it's really easy to set up. So yeah, take that as you will. I wish that I could have actually gotten this awning open to do a proper comparison, but yeah, this was the only video I can find on it. So, you know, that tells you how many times I actually had it out. This is the only video I've got of it. So yeah, we'll get back to the OPENROAD one, and yeah. So I just got the old awning off. It was really easy. It's only 4 bolts. Here it is right here. So time to unbox this and set this up to go in the car. Okay. Alright, didn't have to cut that. Alright, so I would recommend just being very, very careful when using a knife to do this sort of stuff, because obviously you don't want to pierce the awning. Oh yeah, but that didn't take long to get to the awning, so I'll show you what I mean. You never know how it's packaged until you open it. So, you know, if you use the long knife, the awning's literally right here. You know, you'd pierce the awning straight away, and there's your awning gone straight away. So yeah, be very, very careful when using knives to open these kind of boxes, because you never know how it's packaged. Okay, so we have straight away mounting bracket straight on the side, and whoa, these are thick. Yeah, these are pretty thick, guys. I'll show you a close up soon. of that, but yeah, they're pretty thick. One side. All right. Go. Okay, so if you can't tell, it is bloody hot today. I am sweating so much, but I got to get this on the car, so got to do what you got to do. So here's the awning here, open road, and it looks pretty nice actually. I am betting that there's some mounting stuff inside of here. Man, those zippers feel nice. So yeah, I was right. Some mounting stuff. From the videos I've watched, I know that there's 2 extra poles in here, so I'm going to get them out, because the last thing I want is to have it on the car, set it up, open it up, and then those poles fall out and, you know, hit the car. So I'm going to get those out now. Just got to find them, and yeah, and then we'll get into the installation. So I just got those 2 poles out. Here they are, just like this. Now they were actually strapped in like back here, so that's good. They actually do strap in up the top, so they can't just fall out, which is a good idea. So yeah, only thing left to do now is go through what mounting things they have, and then yeah, we'll see how we're going to mount it on the car. I want it as low as possible. I still want to make it under car parks and stuff, so we'll see if I have to make any modifications or anything, but I'm definitely going to have the brackets upside down so it's low. Just got to keep in mind that you're still going to be able to open your doors, so we'll see how low it actually is, because I'm only short. Okay, so I thought I'd just bring this stuff in the shade because I am sweating my ass off. It feels like it's 35 degrees, but I'm just going to go through, see what's in these bags and stuff. So I'm betting that there's some mounting stuff. So these look like the straps that you would tighten the awning and actually secure it down with. That's what these look like they would be. More straps. All right, here we go. Bolts, and lots of them. Oh yeah, and they're, all right, let me get this out for a second. So they're actually, we'll see how well they fit on my roof rack, but they actually are like this. So see if they slot in actually. Let's go back into the sun where it's hot as. See if these fit. Now I have actually purchased other ones just in case, but let's just see. Set the camera up so you can see. Oh yeah, so they kind of fit in like that. So, but there is a problem. They're too small and they turn. So hopefully you can see that they turn in there, which means you're gonna have a pain in the ass tightening, actually securing the awning, because they're just gonna be turning when you're tightening it up. So we'll see how we go with that. Maybe there's different sizes in here. Let's keep looking. So that's that. Hopefully there is bigger ones. So they look the same but different lengths. So say one of these would be for the bracket, yeah, to secure it to the awning, and then one would be to secure the awning to the actual roof rack itself. But yeah, looking at these, they all look the exact same size, so I'll see how we go actually tightening these things down. but we may run into some issues. May not, we'll see. If not, I did purchase other ones just in case I had that issue. So I'll see how they fit actually. And then, yeah, I'll go grab them and see how they fit. Okay, so I actually purchased these ones from, where was it? Anaconda. So here we go there. Now, these are made to actually mount stuff to your roof racks. It's supposed to be universal, we'll see, but they are just what they look like that. So that should slot in. We'll see how well that goes. It does look slightly bigger than the ones that come with the OPENROAD, and you know, it's not a big deal. Like, OPENROAD can't accommodate to everyone's roof rack. That would be very, very difficult. These look like perfect fit though. Just need to, it's very hard to do one-handed. Yeah. Yep. So if you can see up there, they're a perfect fit. I'm going to be able to tighten that down without the inside moving, which is great. So I would recommend, if you're installing this awning, purchase these, and you shouldn't have any issues. It should run very smoothly. The ones that come with the OPENROAD might actually work fine as well. I don't know, they might work fine when you have, you know, washers and spring washers in and stuff, but these fit perfectly. So probably going to use these, and these are actually bigger, so there's more of a footprint, which means it's going to spread the load a lot better. Less load on the roof rack, I guess. So yeah, I think these are a lot better than what comes with the OPENROAD. So now we're on to more stuff in this bag. So this looks like wiring. I know that there's built-in lights into this awning, so I assume this would be the wiring for that. We're going to test all this out too when it's all set up. This is going to be a pretty long video, probably about half an hour or so. Oh man, I'm dying though, so it's probably not all going to be shot today. I'm going to get the awning on, get it out, and yeah, have a look, but I'm also going to take it to a track probably within the next few days and set it up there, check out the lights and all that, set it up at night, yeah, do all that stuff. Put this stuff back in the bag for now till I need it. I'll leave those all the mounting stuff out. Now what's in this? Curious about what's in this. Pegs. Looks like a peg bag. Feels like a peg bag. Yes. There's pegs. Ooh. What's that? And guy ropes. Yep, guy ropes. So I may or may not need them. I've got the ones that like a ratchet kind of one, so I may not actually end up using these, but I'm sure that would work fine. Okay, let's get into setting up this bracket. So here's a quick look at it. It's got to be at least 4mm thick, at least. It's pretty thick, and it's got these bits welded in, so hopefully you can see that. Maybe I'll go on the light so you can see it better. So it's actually welded in, which is going to improve the strength of this bracket. It's not going to have any bends in it once the awning's on, because the awning does weigh about, from memory, 23 kilos, I think. So a little bit of weight. These will be fine. I'll only be able to use 2 brackets, unfortunately, but they should be fine. And I'll probably end up using, well, I'll use 4 of those mounting things that I brought. Maybe some of the ones that the awning came with as well. and yeah, we'll see. Okay, so at the moment, this is how I'm going to have the bracket sitting. It's just loosely in there now so I can move it. So one more bracket on there, and yeah, we'll do a little test fit. Okay, so I just installed it the way I was going to try it, but I ran into a small problem. It's low, but it's too low, so the door hits it. So mounting it that way is out of the picture. I'm going to have to mount it with the brackets facing the other way, so it's up much higher than I would like it to be, but I guess that's just a compromise. So there's a way I probably could make it work. There's this middle channel here. There's no holes in the actual bracket to actually suit that middle channel. If there was, and I can move these bolts into there, it would move that bracket up a little bit higher, so it probably would clear that door. So eventually I may drill 2 holes into here, so I can mount it the way that I want to have it. Okay, so it is all on the car now. Now all that's left is to open it up and have a quick look. So we're just gonna open it up now. So take these out. This is why I wanted to mount it a little bit lower, because we're pretty short, but it'll do for now. Alright. Now, let's figure this out as we go. So, got to take that off. Okay, so let's see how it comes out. Just make sure it's not getting caught on anything. Alright, just hook up the struts. Never used these before, so I have to actually figure out these as well at the same time. See if this is even the right way you're supposed to put it on. Alright, so it's finally pretty much set up. The straps are a little bit short, the ones that come with it. So you see here, right up there, all it can really reach is down here, and that's literally all that's left. You know, I can pull it a little bit tighter, but I don't really want to on this, what it's actually hooked onto. So I'm gonna have a little fiddle around with, you know, where I should actually strap it to. Maybe wrap it around that roof rack up there. But yeah, that's why we're getting a little bit of sag in the middle, because it's not fully tightened down. But that's no biggie. And we're just putting the poles up now for the first time. All right, and that's it. So with the poles down, you can see this light strip built in. That's actually on both sides. So you do have a light strip. And then right in here, I believe that's where you plug in the cabling to hook up the lights. So that's pretty neat. One thing that I noticed straight away is the top is super black, which is a good thing. So no light's actually going to come into this thing at all. So yeah, it's going to be pretty good for that. It's got zippers, so you can buy walls for these, or I believe like a tent sort of thing that goes all the way around it, which is great. Again, what else? These poles here, all aluminium, so as light as it can be. You can hear the kids in the background. Yeah, so as light as it can be, which is good, but it's also strong. So you see how it's got the one pole here, the other pole above it, they all meet down here. That adds a lot of strength into it. And then on windy days, you can always put down the poles for extra strength. And then I believe it should have, yeah, so if you come around here, you can actually tie it down up here. So tie it down to the sand or wherever you're camping. So, you know, no matter how windy it is, it's not going to go anywhere. What else? It would be kind of cool if they had a little bag that dangles down here, because there's nowhere. I'm just looking for these lights have to be wired in. If I had a little pocket here, you could put a little power bank in there, run the lights off that instead of running the wire all the way down to the back where all the power is. Not a biggie, but something that they could add in the future. Oh, come in close. Up here, see these things? They pop up. Oh, sorry, popped it up too much. They pop up like that. So when it's raining, it just pops it up that little bit more so the rain can fall off instead of, you know, pulling down on your actual awning. So that's pretty neat. What's it say here? Oh, nothing, just a tag. Alright, so these poles are also aluminium, which is great. They lock in good, unlike the King's one that stopped locking in after about six times getting it out. What else? What is else to talk about? Oh yeah, that's right.
This is what we're gonna do.
So in here, it comes with 2 additional poles for when it's really, really windy. So I'll get one out just to show you guys. Honestly, I don't really ever see myself ever needing these things. Damn, they're hot. It's hot today, and anything in the sun is just burning my hands. So these are extra poles that go on each end of the awning, so they'll actually slide into up here. So put it in. I'm getting burnt like that. So if it's super windy, again, you have your extra pole on each side, so 4 poles in total. You know, I can't see myself ever really needing them, but they're there if you do need them. Okay. So, all in all, a much better awning than the one that we had, and honestly, I reckon this is way better than the King's one as well, just based off the mounting options. The King's one, the bag actually wraps all the way around. You have to put holes in it just to mount it, and then basically it's only okay for your roof rack system. Otherwise you've got to put new holes in it. This one's got the tracks on the back like you seen earlier, and you can pretty much put it on any car whenever you want, anytime. Alright, well, I guess we'll take it to a track and set it up and see what it's like in the real world. Okay, so I'm all finished now. It's all been packed up. Again, went away pretty smoothly, other than me being so short. You know, created a few issues, but nothing big. But I probably am going to drill those holes that I was talking about earlier, just to drop the awning down about that much, and yeah, that should make it a lot easier for someone like me that's short. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do a follow-up pretty soon, because, you know, I couldn't do the best video that I could today. It is scorching hot. It's so hot. Everything I'm touching is burning my hands. So yeah, I kind of skipped a few things I didn't really want to skip, but I am going to do a follow-up video pretty soon on it when it's not so bloody hot. Because honestly, I can't wait to just jump in the pool right now. But yeah, yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, and yeah, wait for that follow-up video.